Hello, Walker Creek fifth graders. Today will be our last mini lesson for metric conversions. And today we're going to be focused on metric conversions for mass or weight is another way to say it. So we should have our notes out from the prior day. And we are going to do our best to squeeze in these last set of notes at the bottom. So draw a line as close to what you have done as you can. If you are forced to go to the back of this page, that is fine. When it comes time to do your picture evidence, just take a picture of the front of the page for Miss Whitehurst and I, and that will be a-okay. All right. So let's go ahead and give our title. This is going to be all about metric mass. And we're going to look at our reference chart. And again, we're going to identify where our largest unit of measurement is, making my L with my hand so I know where the left side of my chart is. That's where our larger units are going to be. So there's my attendance bell. I need to maybe turn that one off, huh? All right, sorry guys. And then that left side is our largest. That means the right side is the smallest. When we're going from a larger to a smaller unit, we're going to multiply. We're going smaller to larger, we're going to divide. Okay. Now that we've set our chart up like this, we can take this information, the 3 units of measurements that we're going to be using today, and put them in our dump chart. Okay, so today's dump chart is going to have 3 squares. Okay, so my first square is going to have a kg in it. My second square, I'm going to work down from my largest to my smallest over here, is going to be grams. And then my smallest unit will be mg. And I'm going to label my L over here and my S over here so I remember where my larger unit starts and where my smaller units start. I'm going to go from here to here with my arrows. I'm going to go back and put in my unit, what I'm multiplying times. Today, both of them are going to be 1,000. Okay, so this will be 1,000, and this will be 1,000. So now I'm going to label the side of my dump chart that represents moving from the smallest to the largest, and that moves this way. That means that decimal goes to the left, the same direction the arrows are pointing towards. And then you're going to divide by 1,000, and you're going to divide by 1,000 again. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get to practicing with 2 examples, and I'm going to kind of work with the space that I have on my page here so we can all see it, and I can see if I can squeeze us all into the front page. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to do my first example over here on the side of this chart since there's space. So let's say they asked us to figure out what 2 5/10 kilograms and how many grams that would be. Okay. All right, so it's kilograms to grams. So I look over here and it's kilograms to grams. So that means I'm going to be multiplying times 1,000 because I'm moving from the larger to the smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and write my little number sentence down so I know what is being multiplied times that 1,000. And then I'm going to identify the movement I'm going to make. This 1,000 has 3 zeros in it, so it's going to be 3 place value movements with that decimal. Since we're going larger to a smaller, that decimal is going to move to the right. So I'm going to take 2 5/10. I'm going to move it 1 place value, 2 place values, 3 place values. I'll fill in those new place values with zeros. That decimal is going to end up there. So that means my final answer will be 2,500 grams. Okay. All right, let's see where I can squeeze in one more. Maybe y'all did a better job of spacing than I did. I guess I could go to that side. I'm going to try to fit it on the other side of my other example over here. And I'll write over this L if I have to. Okay, we're going to just it's all about making it work, right? Okay, so let's say the next example asked for 2,740 milligrams is equal to how many grams? Okay, so this says figure out milligrams to grams. I put my finger on the chart. My milligrams are right here. My grams are over here. So I'm going to be dividing by 1,000. Milligrams to grams is a dividing by 1,000. So I'm going to write my number sentence so I know what I'm doing. 2,740 divided by 1,000. Again, that's going to be 3 place values of movement. Okay, I'm going to write my 2,740. Now I'm going to be moving to the decimal to the left because milligrams to grams is this way. It's going to the left. My decimal exists here. Okay, and I'm going to move it 3 place values. 1, 2, 3. That means that decimal is going to end up right there. And I can drop off that 0. So my final answer would be 2 74 hundredths of a gram.